What's up, Trios Tribe? We got another BT16 event. We got Top Cut, had a in-person Peoria regional, and yeah, we're reporting on it. So Top 16 out in Peoria. I know the Hyper Coliseum guys were out there. We tried to get something going, or in terms of stuff, it just never worked out. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so we had a 212 person event, 8 rounds of Swiss. I think we played all 8 rounds. They played all 8 rounds. And looking at the pie chart, you guys, I know what you guys are already going to talk about. Numemon's a problem. We got over half of our top 16 is just Numemon, and that's a lot. And then people are going to be like, I told you Ukomon's a problem. And I'm all right, like 2 things. Before I talk about the thing, I want to talk about 2 things. In my heart of hearts, Kingdom Hearts is light, and that I still feel like we need like 1 or 2 more events to really solidify Numemon as the best deck. I feel like Numemon is a deck that has a lot of answers. However, I will go and say 8 Ukomon has sped up the deck a lot more than I anticipated. So I'm probably wrong. Numemon probably is the best deck. I'm just telling you where my heart's at with it. Especially after going off of 2 like multiple really diverse formats. To see something like this, my heart just kind of wants to lean towards like, maybe it's not that bad yet, maybe. So like, forgive me on that, but that's just mentally where I'm at. Ukomon, I still think promo Ukomon is more of a problem than BT16 Ukomon in my heart. So take that for what you will. And then I just don't think either Ukomon's the one thing you hit, but we'll get into the Numemon. We'll get into the Numemon. MachineDramon topped. That's really sick. Mirage, Magnamon X, 2 Imperialdramon, 2 Magazine. So other than the Numemon, we're seeing a pretty cool like lineup of other things that are topping. The MachineDramon, I know we're going to be very excited about that. But the main thing I want to talk about is, boy oh boy, do we have a draw problem. Holy moly, our draw's becoming a problem. I don't know if we got to start like normalizing chess clocks for everybody, but like, and this isn't like an attack on Nicholas. Please don't take it that way. I'm not like that. You guys know I'm not like that. The winner of our tournaments should just not be a draw, right? Like they should not, like, if we're going to play 8 rounds to the first undefeated, our first undefeated shouldn't have a draw. And I'm not like, that's not an attack. This is how this tournament played out. It just feels weird. Like I don't know. As a spectator, as a competitor, it has to be weird that the person that won didn't go undefeated. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. It's funny because it's like the game is every set, the game feels like it's getting a little bit faster, but somehow it's getting a little slower. And we can talk about how like it's probably because of aces and everyone needing to play around aces, and board states are getting really clogged. And so like a deck can win in 2 turns, but like when my guy is double blocker, immune to everything, and like we just got to navigate board states with aces. You guys get where I'm kind of going with that. This is not really the video for that. Maybe I really should make some more like yappy videos about this. Let's just normalize chess clocks. I don't want to sit down. I don't want to rush my opponent, but also people need to stop drawing. Like 5-0-3 is 3 draws, and you're getting into the top 16's a little crazy. I don't know. We have a draw problem. I think, for me, in my mind, the draw problem is more important than the Numemon problem, but I don't know. We're going to the first deck. This is Mirage. This is our only Mirage. This is Mario Hudson's Mirage deck. Let's see if there's anything I can point out that sounds unique and insightful. Only 4 Digibubbles. Only playing 2 of the I Can't Be Blocked. MirageGaogamon is interesting, but other than that, we're seeing a return of the Gaomon that's able to play Thomases. We're on 3 of the Gaomons or Gaogamons that have the inheritable jamming, and Digivolve for 1. Actually, like I feel like the Digivolving for 1 is probably something that goes underrated, and more so than just Digivolving for 1, you can mental training and then gain 1 out of that exchange, and that's kind of cool. But we are seeing a more inclination towards blue memory boost, because trainings are Digivolution via effect, and Digivolving via effect is going to get you clapped by Imperialdramon. as a just remember that. That's the lesson of the day. Other than that, we're just Zudomon. 3 Zudomon Ace is very standard at this point. 1 hybrid because sometimes that's your clapback factor. 3 and 3 of the Thomases. And then, yeah, I mean, it's starting to become Gaomon by the numbers. Only 1 Gomamon I find interesting. Actually, 4 of the BT11 Gaomon, the Searcher, is the return of this card is kind of cool. And we're seeing more and more of it. And I think this is the first time in a while we've just seen this Gaomon at 4. I could be misremembering. Maybe there's a deck. Return of Ice Wall. Maybe we're living in a world where we need to just go to the return of Supreme Cannon. Just bounce all the Numemon problems, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Grats Mario. This is 10th place, actually. We have a lot of skipping around to do, but you guys know how I like to do that. I clump everything together, and let's talk about MachineDramon. MachineDramon also taking, like, so here's the thing. Is Ukomon really a problem if we get to see MachineDramon top? I don't know. Maybe we just hit like a Numemon card or something. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, memes aside, obviously we're playing actually the purple Magnamon for BT15. We saw Ukomon purple base run this card by trashing 1 level 5 or higher in your on deletion by trashing 1 card level 5 or higher Digimon in your hand. Draw 2 cards, and it's MachineDramon. Like, and then you get to play the Numemon, or you get to play the Ukomon that's gonna search you a Digimon or a Tamer. MachineDramon really likes their Tamer, but they have a hard time getting to it and getting it on board. And then we're filling in the rookie slots with Hagurumon, which is a new card from BT15 on play. Reveal top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Machine or Cyborg, trade, and 1 black Tamer. So it's like a hybrid searcher. So you get the analog if you see it, and you get the Machine or Cyborg. So you just pull anything. Inheritable Reboot isn't too bad. Are we even playing level 4s? The facility, we don't even have level 4s, so it's literally just for the on play and the potential like being able to tuck it with Chaosdramon X. Like, there is a scenario where that happens. I don't think you probably ever do that, but but then it's always interesting. Like, there's so many level 5s. Oh my goodness, so many one-ofs. Like, opponent's turn gain plus 2k, your turn gain plus 2k, reboot on this Andromon. And remember, all these win digivolving effects don't matter. Because we're just never digivolving. We don't have level 4s, so we're just dropping these things. On play, this guy from EX1, on play, delete 2 of your opponent's 3k or less. Guess what's 3k or less? Almost every, if not every single Numemon. And security attack plus 1 inheritable. MegaDramon inheritable. Oh my god, this MegaDramon's so good. Oh my god. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Among them, place 1 Machine or Cyborg SOC trait, the bottom Devolution Swords, and add 1 such card to the hand. So you get 1 to hand, 1 to under this thing, and then you don't have SOC Tamer, so that doesn't matter. But the inheritable, when attacking, Digivolve 1 is nasty. Then we got the Metal Greymon from EX1, Piercing, inheritable Piercing. Then we got the Metal Greymon from EX4. 4 is just blocker, inheritable, and native blocker, but that might not come up. When attacking, delete a 5 cost or less. Reboot. If you win the battle. Actually, this guy's interesting because on play, you get the Digivolve 1. So this is probably a big thing for you. On play, you get the Digivolve 1. Then if you have a green Tamer until the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent's... oh wait. You guys know this card. It can't, if you have you have to have a green Tamer for the secondary effect, so it doesn't matter here. But on play, when Digivolving 1 is not bad, and then it's got the inheritable that if you win a battle against a Digimon on board, trash a security, just like Metal Tyranno. Metal Tyranno also having an on play, one of your for each green or black Tamer, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon. Then 1 of your opponent's suspended Digimon can't unsuspend. And it's just a good card. It's just a good card. Metal Greymon from BT8. Obviously a good card. Lets you attack on suspended Digimon. MegaDramon, when inheritable, when attacking, delete a 3 cost or less Tamer. Starter deck Metal Greymon, security. It's just like we're playing every single... Like, you guys get where I'm going with it. Like, we are just playing one of every single MachineDramon level 5 that has been good ever, and we're just here now. Another security attack plus 1. So there's multiple... there's 3 avenues for security attack plus 1, so it really kind of there is a world where you could potentially get like a really cool OTK going, or not an OTK, but like, you know, you chip with an Ukamon, MachineDramon goes in for 4, and then like, I don't know, you attack the whole heavy mobile Digimon for 1 more attack, assuming you have memory for all this. 1 of Death X because boards would get wide, and just dropping this guy is good. 2 of the Supreme Connection. This card goes up and down. I think in the world of MachineDramon players, some say they like it, some say they don't. Clearly at 2, it's like we're in the middle of liking it. 1 Trident Arm. Trident Arm is kind of funny. Security effect is Digivolve 3, that's it. But the main effect is Digivolve 3, 1 of your opponent's Digimon, then until the end of your opponent's turn, 1 of your opponent's Digimon gains, start of main phase, this Digimon attacks. And we were seeing that like key trigger thing, like everyone's calling it taunt, so we're calling it taunt, but we're seeing that taunt effect just crop up, and like all the little places where it's existed before, people are trying to find ways to put them in. And then we're playing 4 of the EX1 MachineDramon. This card makes a lot of sense. It's immune to DP reduction. DP reduction being one of the key removal tactics right now. My thing here is though, and then we're playing 4 Chaosdramon from EX3, 3 only 2 Chaosdramon X antibody. That's interesting. I guess we're just trying to hope we find the 1 and then just kind of sit on a really crazy stack. I guess that's possible. 4 Analog Man. My thing about MachineDramon is how did, like, it must have, I don't want to take away anything from the player, but oh my god, does Imperial just eat this deck alive? How did you, I'm willing to guess that they did not play into an Imperialmon all day. That's possible. Leave me, I'm sorry, I didn't say your name. Connor, let me know what your matches were. Did you just dodge Imperial? Because I'm aware of how bad MachineDramon into Imperial is, and if you manage to dodge Imperial, after that, the worst it gets is probably like, you know, Zudomon's annoying in Mirage, and then the Magnamon, the blue-black one from the starter deck, gets kind of gross, but it's really Imperial. If you can dodge Imperial, I feel like you have a really good shot at topping, and you did. This is 8th place, so you got top 8. That's kind of sick. Or you're just able to stall out and with the draws and stuff. Oh my god, the draw situation. Grats on 8th. Top 8 with Imperial is great. I think that's yeah, was this is a regional, right? So this is a regional. So you got your Omni with Imperial or MachineDramon, so that's kind of sick. So now we go into the vaccines. We got 2 of these yellow vaccine decks going out. So like pretty standard, just like sneaking in a couple Ukamon, sneaking in a couple Pillowmon, so we can't play Digimon by effects. I don't know, the more I see this deck, the more I've tested against it, the Kudamon feels pretty meh. Oh, I didn't say your name. Nicholas. This is Nicholas's 15th place yellow vaccine. I'm sorry, I'm like a little whack too. Heaven's Judgment, Digimon Emperor, TKs, nothing standing out to me as like really unique. Actually, the return of Venusmon might be unique. I feel like people were just kind of on the Magnamon, Rapidmon, but the Venusmon gives your Magnamon, Andrewomon hard plays something to do, which is pretty good because if you Digivolve any of your armors on top, you can't really Digivolve your armors on top of these guys because you're not going to get their full value, so that's kind of meh. 2 Okos, Digimon Emperor, Ruin Mode ruins games. And then Death X, Heaven's Judgment. Yeah, let's see. And then, oh, we're seeing the rise of Niarumon is definitely something I keep wanting to talk about. Yeah, interesting enough, no training. So is this just like a response to Imperial and everyone's just kind of on yellow memory boost now? I mean, granted, we are heavy into Digimon, yellow Digimon. So like we're not whiffing too much with yellow memory boost, but meh. 3 Tokomon, 2 Nyaro. And then this is 7th place, Sam's. This is Sam's also yellow vaccine with similar ratios. We're not seeing the Venusmon, we're not seeing the Digimon Emperors, we're seeing Megalospark because Megalospark lasts till the end, until the end of your opponent's turn, which is really good. Stacking that. Oh, we're not even stacking with this is breach card. Then for the turn, never mind. So there's no way to stack Megalospark. I think that was like the key thing that made Megalospark good, but I could be wrong. Minus until the end of their turn. So you can stack it with this Rapidmon, and then if they suspend, this Rapidmon can get another 5k. But you're not taunting, so it's just interesting. What does Patamon do? Starts your security stack, add 1 yellow or black card with 2 or more colors to the hand. If you added a card, recover 1 and shuffle. It's just a cute little on play. Gets you basically everything in this row, plus Cold Beedramon is kind of funny. The return of Kudamon, not playing any Pillowmons is interesting. Upping the Ukomon count to 3 over 2 over the Mr. 15th place. But yeah, this is 7th place. Again, nothing way more Golden Knights, right? I think the other I think 15th place was playing 3. So and then we're in the return of trainings. All right, hold on. Yeah, 3. And we're not playing trainings in this list, but we are playing training in our 7th place list. So interesting. Next, Fremon. While you have 3 or more security cards, this card gets 1 KDP. I wonder if that matters. I wonder if this comes up. Like, how you let me know in the comments, Sam, if the Fremon 1 KDP is like really ever relevant for you. I know like there are certain DP thresholds you are trying to hit sometimes. But I guess if there's a world where like if you're taunted, actually this could be the counter for Numemon taunting, right? Because alright, so the Valk Ace is minus what, 5? So you have 7 DP to deal with. And pushes you up to 8. So they need, does that mean they need 4 bodies? That changes it to them needing 4 bodies. Does that break a threshold for the Monzemon DP reduction? I'm not sure, but you could always block. I don't know. You kind of. There's some math there. All right, so Magnamon X. This is 6th place, blue Magnamon. Kind of just falling short of, just struggling, just a little short of what yellow vaccines being able to do, but. I definitely think the Magnamon X deck list is way more consistent, but yeah, I could be wrong. Playing 4 of the movie Davis, playing 4 jamming Vmon. Just kind of makes sense if you want to go aggressive early. You can attack with a Magnamon, Armor Purge, still get your second check. But no, there's no way for us to get a second check. So yeah, it just lets you rookie rush in the beginning a little bit. That makes sense. Playing this Vmon just lets you Digivolve for a reduced cost of 1 if you have a Tamer. The Both Searcher Vmons, and then a reduction on the BT16 Magnamon or Magnamon. I guess people just don't value the draw or like being able to recycle an on-play effect. So I guess it makes sense. We just rather see these two, especially the security. I feel like the security control or the security effect one just kind of stands out a lot. 2 Death X, because this deck has always been able to run Death X at a higher count. For looking at 4 memory boosts instead of trainings. Again, I wonder if that's a response to Imperial existing and we don't want to use trainings to Digivolve. 2 Blinding Rays, 2 Shoes. I accept that. I was wrong about Shu Yulin. Every topping Magnamon X list is running Shu Yulin. Congrats. This is 6th place. And this is now we get to talk about some Imperials. Imperial is Imperial is definitely one of those decks that actually one thing. I hate this Demi Vmon art. It looks like a Vmon card. It does not look like a Demi Vmon card. While this Digimon has 2 more colors, gain 1 DP all turns. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I hate the art though. I hate the art. All right, so Imperial. So let's look at the level 4 lineup. We got 2 of the raid one. On play when Digivolving, delete one of your Digimon can't be deleted in battle until the end of your opponent's turn. So it makes raid really interesting. Huh. I feel like this would be really good in Virus Imperial. But they combo off of with Shadramons and Flame-Dramons, so like you're probably never gonna really see an XV. Playing the good old BT12 XV and Stingmon, starter deck Stingmon at 2. Yeah, it just makes sense. We want to be able to combo the memory off of these guys a little more than we care about comboing just being able to always... Like, this guy's effect is only good if you play him, right? Whereas these BT12 ones, you can Digivolve them, play the other one, and still get full value. Notably, we're also maxing out on the end of turn DNA effects. This Vmon from the start, we're playing 2 of this Vmon when one of your other Digimon is played or Digivolves. If it has free in its trait or is green, gain 1 memory. Yeah, it's just a way to just get so much value out of everything. It's a good one to Digivolve in the back. Same with the movie one. And Wormmon, this Wormmon, I think every Imperial should probably at least play it at 1. Being able to play this guy and then Digivolve whatever you're missing. In the later game, you'll be able to Digivolve for a reduced cost of any of these guys from trash, which is really good. It lets you recycle a key piece that you might be missing in the moment. And then we're playing, 2 Imperialdramons from BT12, 1 Imperialdramon from the starter deck, and then maxing out on the good one with Partition. It's just the deck. And then 3 Dragon modes, 2 Fighter modes from BT12. Fighter mode from BT12 is actually like probably better than the Ace in a lot of scenarios, just because it's kind of crazy being able to bottom deck everything. By returning 1 Imperial Dragon mode from this Digimon's Digivolution card to its owner's hand, place all of your opponent's suspended Digimon at the bottom of their opponent's deck. It's just, oh my god, it's just you go into this Imperialdramon with this Davis Can, and then oh my god, and then everything's just gone. It gets so gross so quick. Playing Giga Death is kind of crazy too. 9 costs, Jesus Christ. Suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon, then place up to 10 of your opponent's suspended Digimon at the bottom of the owner's deck. Jesus Christ, that's just crazy. And then we're playing Invincible Dragon Insect Fusion. It actually lets you play one of these guys for free, or for 1 cheaper. And at least not this Stigma, but it lets you play one of these guys for 1 cheaper, and then you get the memory. So in a normal world, you played it for 2, which kind of gets kind of nutty. But yeah, like. And then we're playing Demi Vmon. If you have a green tamer in play, draw 1 card when attacking. Man, it's just the BT12 one. It's interesting we chose that one instead of... I guess we don't have as much jamming as we want. It's interesting why this one over the jamming. I guess it gives us an opportunity to attack with Stingmon if we need to. I wonder why this Digibubble in specific. Like, I get it, but like, aren't there some... I don't know. Is there not... There's so many when attacking draws at the end of the day. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just... Is this the most... Is this the one that's most available to you more often? That's the key question I'm trying to ask. That was 12th place Walkers. That was 12th place Walkers Imperial list. This one's going to be 5th place Dominic's list. And we're seeing like, oh man, I love when I see this. We're playing 4 of the BT12 of both, or no, we're playing 4 BT12, 3 BT12 Stingmon, and then to counter that, we're playing 3 of the starter deck Stingmon. The draw is so good on that card. It is crazy to me that this is not once per turn. That draw blows my mind. It's not once per turn. And then we got 2 of the jamming from EX1. This one I feel like for me has fallen out of favor, but I could see why people still play it, like especially since we are on only 1, so we're still on here and here. But if we're playing, I don't know, man. This Demi V, like, someone, like, just go ahead. Someone explain it to me. Like, is this really the one that guarantees you a draw more often? Is kind of what I'm thinking. That's where I'm kind of mentally stuck. It's like, does this one get me the draw when attacking more often than the other one? Because like both, obviously, like, I don't know. I guess if we're playing Lydramon, then yes. The answer is yes, right? Because every XV is going to give us jamming, but if we're using Lydramon as the blue in this scenario, yeah, Demi V is a little better. Man, whatever. It's just fun talking about this stuff. I don't know. Just thinking about it because we can. And then playing 4 Paleodra, 1 Dino Beef. So when Digivolving, if DNA Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and this Digimon gets 3k for the turn, then this Digimon may attack an opponent's Digimon. So you're attacking for 11 into something. Is there any way we get extra? No, there's not. And then we're just playing the same Davis Ken, Hidden Potential, Mega Death instead of Giga Death. Similar ratios here for Dragon Mode, Fighter Mode, just one more ace over BT12. It's interesting. It's just something to take note of. Other than that, the rookie line is similar. We're not seeing that red XVmon, so only one Davis. That's interesting too. But yeah, congrats on 5th place. All right, so now we got to start talking about 9 Numemons. How do I get ready for this? All right, so Numemon's probably a problem. Is it the Ukomon? I will accept that Numemon is the deck that takes advantage of Ukomon the most. I'm not denying that. I'm not belittling that. I get it. However, Ukomon, I just still feel like the promo is more of a problem than BT16 in my opinion, 100%. The fact that Numemon is doing so well, I think is more of a factor of having 8 Ukomons in total than it is just any particular effect from the Uko. I think the promo one is just better. But I don't know. I would rather live in a world where we limit Numemon X to 1, maybe the RB1 Monzemon. I feel like that one's more of a problem than Monzemon X. That could be a hot take, but I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I have my own opinions and I'm allowed to have them. I know a lot of people are like, just bad Uko, put it to 1. I'm not in that. I'm just not. I'm sorry. But let's talk about the list. We got 9 of them to go. So this is Kyle's 16th place Numemon. We got a 3-2 split on the Digipolice, 2 lose, finding room for 2 lose. 1 Digimon Emperor, 1 Protoform. Those are the key standout cards. Edamon, we're seeing just it coming to a rise. Like we're seeing Edamon, we saw it do well once, and now people are following suit. They're realizing Edamon is the play in the deck. It's a great card. It allows you to just force your opponent to walk into a Valkyriemon X, especially if you have blocker set up. It's just good, and we're playing one of this yellow black Numemon. Going forward, we're probably this card kind of goes in and out of people playing it, but yeah, it just makes sense. I'm finding room for the Lu and the Digimon Emperor is interesting. So yeah, and then we go to is that the same list twice? No. Oh, here we go. We're going into tie 16th or 14th place Numemon. Standout. We found room for 3 Edamons, and then 4-2 split on the Digipolice. 1 X Protoform. Playing one of the starter deck mats gets you a little extra memory, especially when you start discarding things. Yeah, only 2 Platinum Numemons in favor of 2 Venusmons is interesting. 4 Valkyriemon X's or Aces is a little high. The standard is definitely 3, but it's interesting to see it get pushed up. And then again, we're seeing this yellow black Numemon. Yeah, next list. This is gonna be fast. Forgive me, I like to give people their time, but it is 9 of them, and there's not a lot to like. Again, yellow black Numemon, 3-2 split on the Digipolice, 3 Platinums, 1 Venus, making room for the matte X Antibody Protoform, 2 Lus, 4-4 on Ukos, 3-2 on the Floodgates, Chu, and it's funny to me that Chu got power crept, but yeah. Only 2 Edamons down from the 3 from the last list, and then the 3 Valkyrie Aces is definitely the standard, so I kind of get that. Congrats. This should be tie. So then, yeah, this is tie. No, fuck. 1, 2, 3. So this is Justin's list. Oh, sorry. This is Justin's list. Now we go into Jesse's list. This is Jesse's list. Oh my god, sorry. The new way of doing it without the names on top, like, is just, it was such a backbone of what I did. Jesse, or no, this is Jesse's list. 11th place. 2 yellow-black Numemons, 4-2 split on the Digipolice cards, 4-4 Uko, of course, only 2 Chikuri, no Chumon, finding room for 3 Edamons, 1 Warumonzemon, where everyone's been cutting it. It looks like we didn't play Protoform, partly because of that. 3 Valk Aces, like it's kind of been standard, and then 2 Digimon Emperor, finding a lot of room. It looks like we cut rookies for Digimon Emperor, then we also cut rookies for Digimon Emperor and cut rookies for the Edamon, the Waru. It's just that's so interesting. Anyway, this is Jesse's. So then we go into Zach. Zach playing 1-2 Agumon, 2 Chumon, 1 of the yellow-black Numemon. I guess everyone does play this? I don't know. I thought it was on its way out. 3-2 split on the Digipolice, finding room for 1 Lu, making room for 2 Venusmons, 1 Matt from the starter deck. Iron Fist and Onslaught kind of goes hard. Security Bombs are always good. 3 Edamon, still 3 Valk Aces. So definitely the standard ratios we're seeing is 3 Valk Aces, 1 Protoform, and it's just Protoform it just lets you do some stuff a little cheaply, like less cheap as in less expensive. But yeah, this was Zach. So we're going into top 4. This should be Eugene. Everyone has the same Digibubbles, by the way. 4 Chumon, 2 Chikuri. So really wanting to have rookies. 1 yellow-black Nume, 1 split on the Digipolice stuff, 1 Venus, 3 Platinum, 3 Valk. Again, keep mentioning it yeah. 2 Edamon, 2 Protoforms, so that's a little heavy on the Protoforms from previous lists. 2 Lus. If we're playing Lu, it seems like we want to play it at 2, so that seems kind of right. 8 Ukos just makes this Lu even that much better, right? Yeah, so this should be Eugene's. So then we go into Austin's. So 2 Chu, 2 Chikuri, 4-4 split on the Ukos, 3 of the yellow-black Nume, 3-2 split on Digipolice, 1 Venus, 3 Valk, 2 Edamon, only 1 Protoform. So that's probably where we found room for something. They're blurring together, and we still are playing the mats. So the mats becoming pretty much a staple in this list. In the Ukomon list. Anyway, this should be 3rd place. Nate. No, this is 2nd place. Nate. This is 2nd place. Nate. 4-2 split on the Digimon, the Digipolice. 4 complete. Everyone's playing. Almost everyone has been playing a complete set of Ukomon. 2 Chikuri, 2 Chu, 3 Edamon, finding room for that. 1, 2 Lu. Still no Digimon Emperor. So here we cut the yellow-black Numemon entirely in favor of either rookies or the Edamon. Yeah. And then this is 1st place. Yeah, this is 1st place. 1st place, Nicholas, playing 1 Clawgaromon. I love seeing this card. I miss this card. It's just funny to me. I like the fact that it's getting picked up. I don't know. I don't feel like it's that good, but it's just amusing. 4-2 split on the Digipolice, 3 Platinum, 1 Digimon Emperor. So Mr. 1st place actually playing Digimon Emperor and the Protoform. Only 1 Lu, so we cut a Lu for Digimon Emperor if you compare it 1-to-1 for other lists. 2 Edamon, 3 Valk Ace, and then everything else looks pretty normal to me. 3 Chikuri and no 3 Chikuri and no Chumons, and playing the Agumon just to have it. That's it. Oh my god. We have a draw problem, in my opinion. 100% we have a draw problem. Do we have a Numemon problem? My heart wants to say no for just like 1 or 2 more events, please. But I get it. I'm not gonna deny everyone's facts at this point, right? It's strong. Seeing MachineDramon top is really cool. Do we hit? My question does become more of what in Numemon should be hit if it needs to be hit. Tell me in the comments below. I'm still not in the camp that it's Ukomon. If anything, it's the promo Ukomon and not the BT16 Ukomon. But I think the RB1 Monzemon is probably one of the biggest ones to get hit, in my opinion. I think that card is the key card. I know Numemon X is strong, same with Monze X. So, but I would rather hit the Magnamon from RBO1 more than the Magnamon X, and then Numemon X kind of exists on its own in that comparison in my head. Like, yeah, like you would just hit Numemon X, that's fine. But like, if I'm gonna hit Monze X, I would rather hit the Magnamon from RBO1 over the Monze X. That's just kind of where I'm at mentally right now. That could be a weird take. Yeah, maybe the world just needs to, maybe we A, need to normalize chess clocks, and B, we need to start running more counters to Numemon. Numemon is just it's probably just a little too fast with 8 Uko. That is fair, and I'm not going to deny that. So, like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time.